Space exploration and colonization. Is Mars our next home? Introduction. Space exploration has fascinated humankind for centuries, but in recent decades, it has become more than a dream. It's a goal with real momentum. The Moon was the first great leap, but now Mars stands as the next big challenge. Colonizing Mars is no longer the stuff of science fiction. With growing investment and technology, many experts believe it may be humanity's next home. Why Mars? Mars is the most Earth-like planet in our solar system. Here's why it's a prime candidate for colonization. Atmosphere and day length. Though thin and not breathable, Mars has an atmosphere, and its day, called a sol, is about 24.6 hours close to Earth's. Water. Evidence of frozen water and briny liquid water under the surface suggests the potential for life support. Gravity. Mars has about 38% of Earth's gravity, enough to potentially prevent muscle and bone loss during long-term habitation. Past habitability. Scientists believe Mars once had rivers and oceans. It may have hosted microbial life. Challenges of colonizing Mars. 1. Radiation exposure. Mars lacks a magnetic field and a thick atmosphere, exposing its surface to cosmic radiation and solar storms. Prolonged exposure can cause cancer and other health problems. Colonists would need radiation shielding, possibly using underground habitats or materials like regolith, Martian soil. Harsh climate. The average temperature on Mars is about 60 degrees, 80 degrees, and it can drop even lower. Dust storms can last weeks and reduce solar power efficiency. Heating, insulation, and durable life support systems are essential. Oxygen and water production. Mars' atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide. Oxygen can be generated through chemical reactions like electrolysis, as tested by NASA's MOXIE experiment. Water extraction from underground ice will be vital for drinking, agriculture, and fuel, by breaking it into hydrogen and oxygen. Food supply. Martian settlers would need to grow food in greenhouses using hydroponics or aeroponics. Scientists have even experimented with growing plants in Mars-like soil using Earth-based simulants. Sustainable farming on Mars is a major hurdle. Psychological and social issues. Isolation, confinement, and communication delays, up to 24 minutes, can affect mental health. Building a stable, cooperative society will be as important as the technology. Current Mars missions and plans. NASA aims to send humans to Mars in the late 2030s or early 2040s, building on lessons learned from the Artemis moon missions and the International Space Station, ISS. SpaceX. Elon Musk's SpaceX is the most ambitious private entity aiming to colonize Mars. The Starship rocket, currently in testing, is designed for cargo and human transport. Musk envisions building a self-sustaining city on Mars by the 2050s. Other agencies. The European Space Agency, ESA, China's CNSA, and India's ISRO all have plans for Mars exploration. China aims to land astronauts on Mars by 2033. The technology behind colonization. 1. Rockets. Reusable rockets like SpaceX's Starship and NASA's SLS, Space Launch System, are vital for lowering launch costs and enabling frequent travel. Habitat modules. Inflatable or prefabricated habitats equipped with life support systems will be the first homes. Long-term plans may include underground bunkers or 3D printed buildings using Martian soil. AI and robotics. Robots will prepare landing sites, build infrastructure, and handle dangerous tasks. AI can assist in navigation, communication, and even medical diagnosis. In situ resource utilization, ISRU. Instead of sending everything from Earth, settlers will need to use local resources. MISRU involves converting Martian air, water, and soil into fuel, oxygen, and building materials. Ethical and legal considerations. Planetary protection. There's a risk of contaminating Mars with Earth microbes, or vice versa, disrupting the search for life. Space law. The 1967 Outer Space Treaty forbids national ownership of celestial bodies. Who controls Mars, its land, and its resources? Colonial ethics, drawing parallels to Earth's history. Some worry that colonization may repeat patterns of exploitation and inequality. Benefits of Mars colonization. Backup for humanity. A self-sustaining Martian colony could preserve civilization in case of Earth-based catastrophes. Scientific discovery. Exploring Mars can answer fundamental questions about life and the solar system's history. Inspiration and innovation. Space exploration has always pushed the boundaries of technology and inspired new generations.